Today is post my birthday celebration. I didn't plan on actually doing any form of celebration this year. I'm usually of the mindset that it's another day. I don't need to stress so much about whether I'm doing something grand or the gifts. I'm just glad to be alive. But after so much has happened, this one is a monumental one. I feel so grateful. My uncle has always encouraged me. He's like, Crystal, you should celebrate. You should do something. This is a meaningful day. And it really struck home. Outside of him doing so many meaningful things to make the day feel special and for all its thoughtfulness and consideration and my loved ones and friends and acquaintances who've just been so kind and thoughtful, even strangers. I'm looking back because here's what I realized. You're moving ahead. If you don't really pay attention to where you're coming from, you don't look back at what you've been through, what you had to overcome to get to this point, both the ups and the downs, then it makes it more difficult to appreciate what lies ahead. It's so easy that the blessings that we're living amongst, that we're experiencing, that have positively impacted our lives, that we take them for granted. We take loved ones for granted. We take even just good health and strength, the simple thing as being able to speak, the simple thing as being able to walk, get up on our own, do things for ourselves. To us, it's simple. To someone else, it isn't. And the other blessings range and vary in so many areas and ways. But the key thing is we are blessed. And we need to be able to sit with ourselves, to be still, and in the moment of silence, reflect. And in doing so, we look back at where we're coming from. There's a wise man who says that people without knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture are like a tree without roots. And it applies in so many different aspects of our lives. When I look back, I have painful memories. I have the memories of being very ill, things not going the way I wanted, disappointments. But if I start looking back at my life on a whole, I've been so blessed. I've had signs and wonders and miracles. I've had the favor of God, the blessings, the kindness being shown to me by whether God did something so profound, it's a miracle. It could have been in the form of a stranger's kindness. I like to think of it as if though God sent an angel, because even someone who I know would come for me as an enemy turns around and does something so good for me. And in that, I say, God, you really do love me. Because it still go back to being an enemy, but the goodness of God was with me. And I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful and thankful for everything that God has done and He continues to do, and His kindness and His love. And so I'm just encouraging you to pause, sit, be still, and really taking what are around you. Pause and look back on your life. The journey you took to get to this point was not an easy one because we all go through challenges, but there are so many good things to be thankful for. So I encourage you to be still. Facing yourself may not always be the most comfortable or intriguing thing to do, especially if you feel guilty or ashamed about what you did do, what you didn't do, and the impacts that come with it. But in every aspect of our life, there's a lesson to be learned, and I'm encouraging you to learn those lessons, and I'm encouraging you to really look back and learn so you can move ahead with wisdom, or else you keep making the same mistakes. You need to be able to pause without the distraction so you can think clearly. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to share a series of videos. So I hope it'll be a blessing to you too. Take care.